Namaste, friends. Welcome to Yoga Bliss with Shelly, and I'm Shelly. I'm camping with my kids and my family, and today's practice is yoga when life happens, because life is always happening to us. So grab your mat, unroll it, unpeel the edges, join me in your favorite crisscross applesauce, that Sukhasana, that easy pose that may not always be so easy. Allow yourself to ground down, just wiggle out the sit bones. Just allow yourself to maybe just get one last minute wiggles out, and find a little stillness in your body when the mind is being crazy. So as we sit here in this crisscross applesauce, allow yourself to arch forward. On the next inhale, lift up, raise that heart. Draw the shoulder blades back together, opening up the heart, closing the eyes, softening the gaze. Bringing in a big breath into that heart center and letting it go. Breathing in a big breath into the heart center. Allowing yourself to let go of whatever was happening before this and whatever's happening after, and just be here. Just show up, bringing a long, lengthened breath down into the belly. You can gently bring the hands to the tummy, blowing it up big, and letting it go. Hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra, palms kissing palms. Exhale, diving forward, rolling the spine. Inhale. Cycling 5 robin's breaths at your own pace as you exhale, arching forward. Inhale to float. You could even pause and float your wings up a little bit. If you would like, you can gently drop one arm. Inhale, raising one arm, peeking up top high, feeling the compression and the expansion. Beautiful work, friends. Exhale to sink. Going to the opposite side. Left arm down, right arm raises. Both hands above. Wonderful work, my friends. Inhale, arms above, grabbing the opposite hand. Right hand grabs left. Taking a soft circle around. Rotating at the hips and the shoulders. Doing a few tick-tocks side to side. Beautiful work, friends. Bringing that prana, that breath, into the body and letting it go. Pausing in neutral. Exhale, floating the arms down. Inhale to raise up. Left hand grabs the right. Inhale, gently pulling, compressing the side body on the left, opening up on the right. Inhale, making a roundhouse, tilting forward at the hip creases. Exhaling in a circle. And doing this at your own pace. If this feels a little bit too much for your spine, or if you feel like you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take big, huge, wide open circles. And you'll feel it feels different in one side versus the other. So really listen to your body and just tune into yourself. Exhale to neutral, both arms down to the earth. Inhale, raising both arms up high, high, high to the tippity top. And grabbing those hands, interlacing the hands together. On the inhale, flipping the palms up high to the sky and stretching up high, 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 as tall, tall, tall as you can. Exhale to sink. Kind of like a roly-poly, feel your spine go down. Now inhale, raise it up. Grow in length, lengthen that spine, tucking that navel all the way back towards the spine. Big breath down into the sit bones. Exhaling it out. Finding that edge, that space between not enough and too much. Big breath in. Lengthen that exhale. Floating those arms down to seating. Turning to the side, exhaling the legs long to the mat. And depending on your mobility and flexibility in your hamstrings, my friends, this is up to you. So I know I have these tighter hamstrings. I know I have some students or fellow yogis, practicers I see who can just bring their legs very flat on the earth. So do what works best for you. Exhaling, the palms of the hand, the middle finger facing the booty on both sides, really rooting the hands, the big starfish hands, into the earth behind the booty. Inhale, raising up that spine, creating a long line of energy from the sit bones all the way up to the heart, to the head, all the way up to that crown chakra, and lengthening the legs long. And this is Dandasana, the staff pose. And this is one of those poses where if you're not engaging your body, you're just you won't feel much. So allow yourself to really engage the core, engaging the soles of the feet by envisioning an invisible wall here, tracking up to the calves, activating the calves, just toning through the calves, toning through the hamstrings, the thighs, just gently squeezing the thighs together, toning through the glutes and the booty, all the way to that core. So envisioning a corset or a belt around your core and just fastening it, just drawing that navel back, tightening and opening up through the heart as you compress through the shoulders, and even feeling it here in the biceps and the triceps and the arms as you find length. And just humbly tucking the chin, bringing that breath all the way up through the soles of the feet, raising it to the top of the head, and pushing it out. And really activating your body and feeling this. I know sometimes when I'm practicing, I want to be jamming and popping into the hardest poses, but just allowing yourself to find stillness and work in these more gentle poses that are going to set us up for more challenging poses. Beautiful big breath in, up through the soles of the feet. Just imagine just sucking the air up the soles of your feet. Letting it cycle all the way up to your heart, and then push it all the way down like a windstorm out through the bottoms of your feet. Doing that 2 more times. Bringing that breath in, sucking that up through the bottom of your feet, and pushing it out. That feels so good. And do this at your own pace. What feels good for you? I can really feel it everywhere. It's feeling awesome. Inhale, gently bringing those arms forward and just sitting up and just noticing how you're feeling. Exhaling, both of the feet, planting them into the earth, feet wide open as you can go. So just kind of go at your own pace. And if you would like a wider stance, going beyond your mat, you may do that also. As your feet are rooted into the earth, hands on the knees, activating through that core. Again, activating and squeezing all the muscles. So scan up from your feet to your calves, all the way up to your thighs. Because I know sometimes people think yoga is only for stretching, and yoga is also for stretching, but yoga can also make you feel physically fit. It can help you lose weight. It can help you shed fat. It can make you feel good about yourself and gain confidence that you need. So as you inhale, toning through that core, tucking that core all the way back, finding length, and being aware if your spine is rounding. And we're really going to tune in here by actually rounding and diving forward. So it's going to look like this, diving shoulders forward, head swoops forward between the knees, and perching up high as you can, coming in between the legs. And you can gently pull the knees open here. And you're just gently going to fold, exhale, diving, arching the back, and leaning back all the way back to your comfort. So it's going to look like this. Just float with me. Inhale to raise, sweeping forward. Exhale to sink round that back. You can kind of release that neck and straighten out. It's almost like you're making a beautiful V here. V. What shape is this? Like a mountain? I'm in the mountains, you guys, right now. We're up near Salida. It's called Hayden at this lovely little campground called Sugar Bush, which is super fun. Exhale, diving forward, finding length in that spine. Exhale to sink, and finding that length. And that flowing, breathe these at your own pace. Tuning that breath in to the body, allowing yourself to let go or just be aware of those yucky thoughts and the stresses and the overwhelms. Just be aware and doing your best not to judge them and not to know that your stresses and your overwhelm. Exhale back. They aren't you. All these thoughts are not you, my friends. Inhale to sink forward. We've got this. Exhale back. Doing great. Inhale up. Pausing here. Exhale, crisscrossing the feet. So this can look different for many people. I have some students where this can be challenging to crisscross and go forward. So I like to crisscross and then just coming forward, but that can be a challenge. So if you need to swing the legs around to one side and come forward, that is what you can do for your bate, my friends here. Exhaling, big toes touching big toes here. Toning through the core. This looks different again for everyone, just like every yoga pose does. So you can tune into if you want your knees a little bit wider open or a little bit more closed, sinking the sit bones back towards the heels. So the heels, my friends, you can try it like this. So try with your tippity toes touching and feet open. You can try it like that if that feels best for you. It's not a one size fits all. Or you can crisscross foot over foot and sinking back for a Vajrasan variation. So just really know that you're not doing it wrong. Do it how feels best for you. And right now what feels best for me is just big toes. My heels are kicked out like a V, and my legs are a little bit, I have a little bit of space between them. So do what works best for you. Don't stress out about being the perfect yogi and doing the perfect poses, because it's not about perfection, it's about showing up for you. So as we're here, you also you also can grab a pillow or a blanket if you need to, because I have some students who cannot do this, and that's totally fine. It depends on your body. Where you can put that under your booty, and as you are sinking back here, just allow yourself to just settle and just breathe in all of the feelings and the emotions. And just let them go. Just breathing in. Not labeling, not grabbing onto all of the thoughts, and just showing up and being present here. So we're going to do a really fun little variation flow. So we're going to inhale, raising up from the core, bringing those hips forward. As those hips float forward, inhaling those arms to a T. Exhaling, arms behind the back for a soft bind, interlacing the fingers together. Option to interlace here or option to keep them bent here. Exhaling, leaning forward, coming in for a rabbit's pose. So it's just going to be gentle. Feel for the top of your head, and we're going to bring the top of that head all the way down to the earth, coming to that flat spot on the back, looking underneath here in this rabbit's pose, soaking up what it looks like upside down in the world. Breathing in a big breath into that heart center and letting it go. Big breath into that heart space. And just seeing the world from a different perspective sometimes can make our mind go crazy. Sometimes we can find stillness. Sometimes we're just engulfed in our thoughts. Just pausing here and noticing what you see upside down. On the next inhale, hinging with the back of the heart. Exhaling the arms long. And gently sinking back. And just notice how you're feeling. I know sometimes this pose can make me feel a little dizzy, and I used to panic about that. And as I practice yoga, I invite that in, and I know it's just surges of energy coming to me. So just allow yourself to just feel whatever it is you're feeling. without judging it, and just settle in your body. You're doing a great job. As you pause to breathe here, doing your best not to want to do anything else but just show up here, because it's so easy for us to just want to skip to the next moment. And allowing yourself to be content can be a huge success of our day when we can just show up in this moment. Exhaling from the core, palms, big starfish hand down to the earth. And imagine yourself rolling a little marble, a little ball on the earth. So from the core, toning through the core, really planting the hands into the earth by rolling the biceps slightly out. Exhaling to dive. And reaching those hands I would say a good arm's length, the short part of your arms forward. Exhale, imagining diving and rolling, hovering off of the mat, booty up high into the sky, tucking the elbows in. They're going to want to fly out through the core. Exhaling all the way to the belly, flat on the belly, legs lengthened long behind you, squeezing through the glutes, the booty, and the thighs. Option, you can keep your feet pointed up or flat. Starfish hand onto the earth. Inhale, raising up for a cobra. Taking in a big breath for this little baby back bend. Exhaling it down to the earth. Inhale, raising up. Exhaling, peeking over your right shoulder. And just pausing and finding that edge, that space between too much and not enough. Exhaling to neutral. Resting down for a moment. Pausing here. Inhale to raise. Exhale, peeking behind the left shoulder. Good job, my friends. Exhaling back to neutral. Now really rooting into the earth, onto that tummy. Inhale, bending the right leg and bending the left, creating a flat line like an invisible wall is popping down on your feet here. Really toning through the booty and the glutes and the thighs. I have lots of pine needles that are poking into me. This is the beauty of being in nature. Exhaling, so there's going to be a couple different options here for the boat pose. Exhaling, one arm back and the opposite arm back. As we inhale, we're going to raise up for this back bend. So you can just inhale and you can fly back, and this is your first option. And the second option, my friends, is going to be same thing. So keeping bent, you can reach back as far as you can go. The goal would be to reach behind the ankle, but listen to your body. If you're only here, it's okay. This is still a lot of work and doing a lot of good stuff. So if you can reach back on both legs, and this depends on me and my day. So as we pause here, really toning through the glutes and the core, inhale to raise up for a little bit of a boat. So you're going to open up at the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And trying to pause. Even though it's hard work, this is feeling really hard for me today. And know if it's hard or easy, it's okay. Really squeezing those thighs together. You can just pause here and be. Exhale down. Woo! That was a good one. That was a good one, my friends. So exhaling those hands into the earth. Inhale, raising up for that tabletop. Coming onto those knees. So slowly here, tuning into the hands, big starfish hand rolling out at the elbows, rolling the biceps out, and really testing yourself to gently peel up the knees. So pushing from the feet pointed into the earth, toning through the core, pressing up through the calves all the way to the thighs, and gently peeling up and coming into your Adho Mukha Savasana, the downward facing dog, as you roll the elbows out, open up the shoulders, and just gently walk your dog here. Rolling out the ankles and just breathing. And this is Joy. He's my little buddy. He's feeling sleepy here. He's a sweet buddy. And just gently rolling out. You can walk your dog. You can pedal here. Just play. I invite you to play here. And if this is feeling a little bit much for you today, sometimes I have those days, you can try just on your forearms, and you can just do a gentle variation or maybe you have a shoulder injury and your shoulders aren't really working to your favor today. Just, you can stay here And just do a little bit of a gentler variation, wherever works best for you, my friends. And so wherever you are, so if you were down here, maybe you can walk your hands up and whatever it looks like to get up to a stand-in. So we're gonna kind of push up into a standing position, kind of into this forward fold, into Uttasana. If we're in this forward fold, just allow your body to just ragdolling here. You're just gently allowing your body to raise up each vertebrae by vertebrae, and just raising up to standing. As we come to standing, just meet me in your Tadasana. And just giving yourself so much love and gratitude for showing up here in this practice today. And we're going to finish our practice today with a little shaking. So allow yourself to just start bouncing. This is my Junie girl. And we're going to just start shaking. Want to do a little shaking with us? Just start bouncing. Just bouncing on your feet. Allow yourself to just get loose and shake. So just bounce it out. Let everything go loose. That's Junie bug. Let everything go loose, arms loose, tummy loose, and just let yourself shake. You can let your head bob and the arms bob. And as we're in this shaking, I want you to think of an experience or a person where you felt so much love. And I want you to think of that person or that experience as you're just shaking. Just let yourself go loose, legs loose, arm loose. Don't worry about what you look like. This is a feeling thing, not a looking thing. And I want you to allow that feeling to anchor you in and to just let that feeling grow and let it grow around you. And just think of that love and think of how supported you felt, how much unconditional love you felt. This is not a judgment kind of love. And just how good it makes you feel. Just allow that feeling to just radiate around you and just growing, almost like you have this little energy bubble that's just growing and vibing around you. Now I want you to think of a time where you felt successful. You felt like you had accomplished something, no matter how big or small, whether it was folding the 10 piles of laundry and putting them away, or getting that promotion, or going on that vacation, or publishing that book, or whatever it was, writing the paper, whatever it was, anything. It could have been from your childhood to the present moment, whatever made you feel so successful. Or me, like being so pregnant and then just having the baby, like, I did it! And just cultivating that feeling of success. And just letting that feeling of success just grow around you as you shake. Just keep shaking. Your calves might be burning, it's okay. Keep shaking kind of on the balls of the feet, just going forward, and just let those feelings of love and success just fill up your space around you. Now just slowly allow yourself to bounce into stillness, even though it's hard to find stillness, and settle in that Tadasana, and just feel in your hands, feel in your tummy, feel in your heart, feel the buzzing, the tingling, feel all the feelings, all the love and all the success, and allow these feelings to just carry with you today and be with you, and know that you are always loved and you can always choose to feel successful in your own world. Just bask, taking 3 big breaths up the soles of the feet and letting them go. Big breaths up the soles of the feet and letting it go. One more big lengthen inhale in and letting it go. And gently inhaling the arms up above the head, Anjali Mudra to the heart center. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you. I'm so grateful for you practicing with me today. If you like this video, please thumbs it up and subscribe to the channel, and better yet, share with people that you love, because share it. Sharing is the best. I love you so much, and I hope to practice with you very soon. Namaste.